I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
That Sports for the best authentic sportswear. You check Wilton Sports when you want the best authentic sportswear. Wilton Sports. Food change advertise fee. And for roll out the numbers. Remember, no easy laugh, no off.
Some sports were for take notes. Them full of dreams and hopes. Then why them come and sell rope? When there is only one, yeah, there is only one goat. And that a Wilson, yeah, that a Wilson, yeah, that a Wilson sports. Yeah, ball boots, ball tops, ball shots, shin guard, ball socks. Them kinda drip you quick for make your ex call back. Little quickness in my boots and ball out, me want that. My Nike ticky pretty and my Adidas all black. Dribble down, you feel it, grip me feel me can't drop. Slide tackle all, me own a team and know this snap up. Why? Because me buy the supper. Some sports were for take notes. Them full of dreams and hopes. Then why them come and sell rope? When there is only one, yeah, there is only one goat. And that a Wilson, yeah, that a Wilson, yeah, that a Wilson sports. Yeah, ball boots, ball tops, ball shots, shin guard, ball socks. Them kinda drip you quick for make your ex call back. Little quickness in my boots and ball out, me want that. My Nike ticky pretty and my Adidas all black. Dribble down, you feel it, grip me feel me can't drop. Slide tackle all, me own a team and know this snap up. Why? Because me buy the supper.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manning's man. Yes, people. As usual, you know how we begin our program. We look to the hills from whence cometh our help. Our help comes from the Lord who made the heavens and the earth. He will not suffer our foot to be moved. And he that keeps us, he never slumbers and he never sleeps. Big up to all of the I Am Sure Sports viewers and subscribers. It's always our pleasure to be here with you. You know, recently we spoke about one of our subscribers who lost his mother, right? They had the ninth night celebration of Thanksgiving for her life recently. Lots of prayers, but God always knows best. And so to Christopher and to the rest of his family, we express our most sincere condolences every time. All right. Secondly, all right, all right. Hold on, I just see somebody dropping at the chat here now. Mr. CFans, when you call in, you know, we're supposed to do an interview, but we need to call in about the girls' game because you got the red card and you were not in the goal, you know. Call in, man. Call in, dial in the number, call in. Let me talk to you quickly. Yeah. All right. So, but we also, one of our subscribers as well, his wife gave birth to their first child just 7 or so days ago. So, Mr. Michael Garden, congratulations. So, while we mourn the loss of someone, we celebrate the life, the new life there. All right. So, big up to that. We have to highlight these things because life is very fragile. What is man? That the Lord is mindful of him. You know, you understand me? We wither like the grass. Here today, gone tomorrow. All right. So, big up every person in the comment section. I always tell people is that the majority of my subscribers are the intellectual level that they operate at is high. All right, high IQ, and they not only can read, but their comprehension is great, and they are able to deduce. They are able to extrapolate, they are able to understand and give clarity to matters. They have investigatory minds that think independently. So big up to all of you. Big up to Demo Dre. Hey, Demo Dre, beautiful picture of your family. Look like there were just 5 generations there, like great grandmother, grandmother, mother, you know, Demo and Demo. I don't know if Demo, that was your son or your brother. Don't know, or your sister. I don't know. Talk to me, Demo. Let us know what is going on. Drew, aka Drew Fortis. You understand me? Musical director. Bad instrument player. Well, good instrument player. Bless up yourself. Miguel, voice of reason. Bless up. Triple E. Grace and peace to you. Whoever goes by Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, bless up yourself. He says, Dujan Richards. God will continue to bless you. Big up, Richie. Royal Production. You understand me? That is Dujan, Whisper Richards' dad. Good to see you. Toki, the one, true blue. You understand me? Balakar, up and running. Big up, safe and ready. Listen, real one this. Real Albala. Blessings to you. You understand me? Keep on fighting the good fight of faith. You know, some people fight by speaking, and some people, you know, sometimes we have to do like the Malcolm X and the Martin Luther and the Marcus Garvey them. You understand me? Silent as a lamb. You understand me? And win our victories. Because, you know, wise as serpents, harmless as dove. You understand me? Up top, Fabi, Frano, you know, make a link on the ball there, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Demon, the man say, you're still upon the chuck. Which one the chuck that? All right. Psalms 27 verse 2. When the wicked, even my enemies and my foe, came up to eat my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Selah. Blessed love for that triple E. Because we know this, you know. Every tongue that has risen up against us in condemnation shall be proven wrong. For this shall be our heritage, for our righteousness is of the Most High God. So we don't pay, you understand me, people mind. Because I always tell people, you see your reputation, I read it yesterday, people, you see your character is who you are. And those who know we, know we. Because we always say this, why are we on these platforms? It's not for the money. Because we could do other things to generate money. This is not our source of income. God gives us channel, but God is our source. His name is Jehovah Jireh. And that means he's the Lord who supplies all our needs. So this is a channel, not a source. You understand me? It is not our source. This block up right now, we still live the way we live because God is good all the time. Grandma, aunt, cousins, a younger brother, boy, my uncle, bumpy funeral. That was all right. So people, we have CF fans, you know, CF fans, right? Oh geez. Oh, look at me ask man to call me, man, and the phone I freeze up on me, you know, man. Chow man. Hold on. Don't go too far, boss. Don't go too far. Me call him up. Hold on, people. This is Andrew Sewell. He's one of the top goalkeeping coaches in Jamaica. He works with the national program. He was with the team. That is a team that played recently in Guatemala. You see that person who had to take the long walk. He's also the goalkeeper coach at Waterhouse. He also works with St. George's. He has his own goalkeeping academy. He's doing a lot of things. And Adrian Nicholson, bless up every time, my brother. Yeah, man. Patrick! Yo, what go on, Patrick? Yeah, man. Mr. Sewell, welcome.
Oh, God, brother. I was talking some Jamaican dialect and the referee did not understand.
So the referee gave you a red card for not understanding what you were saying.
Yes. So I was talking in my native tongue. She's a Spaniard. So I was talking in my native tongue. You know?
Oh, okay. Oh,
I was just complimenting her mother, how beautiful she was.
in a native language.
In a native language.
And she thought otherwise I gave you a red card.
I gave you a red card, you know.
But do you realize it was the fourth official? It was the fourth official who actually said something to her and she tapped her thing and came over and gave her the red card.
Yes, man, because what happened, you know, they start showing battle at us, you know.
Whoa.
So,
talk to us about about that, you know. What was the experience like over there in an important game? How did the Guatemalans, you know, treat you all? Just talk to us about it.
Let me just give you one instance. We should have gotten police escort to the game, and that came very, 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 very late, if of any at all. You know, and with the experience of the coach, Mr. Gilbert, we had to just make a decision to move along with Earl Daly. We just have to just move without any police escort, because it would have been late if we sat and wait on the police. You know, so from we reached the start, the shenanigans and stuff. But it was a a different experience for me, because, you know, I work with the junior team and both
yes,
on both under 17 and under 20.
Yes.
But I must tell you, these young ladies are very professional. Omar, I can tell you, these young ladies are very professional and all that. Especially our captain, and Easy, a baller, man. Easy, a big baller.
Yeah, man. A lot of Jamaica saw like she's exceptional in the middle of the park, and she's a workhorse.
Easy a big baller, man. Big baller.
Yeah.
And funny enough, she was carrying a little knock.
Yeah, because she wasn't supposed to play. She wasn't supposed to play full minutes from the first game because because I spoke to her dad about that. You know, big up Junior Groves. But
big baller.
And the goalkeeper, I thought Mensah. I mean, I think if she was in the goal, I mean, no, and this is no slight at the younger goalkeeper, but Mensah to me is an excellent goalkeeper. She pulled off some incredible saves. She commanded her box and thing.
Ali is very good doing that. That's the first one, you know, but she's very inexperienced and nerves got the better of her.
Okay.
You just had to just, you know, comfort her and just, you know, help her through. But she's a quality goalkeeper as well, man, you know. What I like about these young ladies, you can see that their techniques, the fundamental, you know, is very up, you know. It's very, very, very up when working with them.
How did they take the draw? Because they didn't really lose, but the fact that they didn't qualify, having, you know, come in, you know, sacrifice so much over such a short period of time, you know, with all the other things. I mean, how difficult was it for the young ladies? You know, like at the end of the game, knowing that, boy, they put in all this effort and the team did not advance.
Prior to the game, the coach, in the coach,
pretty much,
pretty much. He just asked everybody to give their best. and just give their 100. And after the game, they were disappointed, but everyone know that they gave their 100, gave their best. So it was like not so heartening because they know that they gave their best. And the referee, the official, kind of took it away from them. I don't know if it's the last year of the game that Miss Richards got away and the girl just pack her down right outside the box. It could be borderline on a penalty or a free kick outside the 18.
Yeah.
She just said play on. That's when we know that, we were really up against the odds, and all that. And I must commend you because the narrative about this second team thing, even though the girls stay off the social media and stuff, but it's a narrative that keep pushing, even when we're in Jamaica here, prior to play a Panama game. If you want to be technical or that just a second team, but it was kind of disheartening hearing that they're second string or second whatever, but
and that is what I was trying to say to the people. I am not saying that. I am not saying that we don't have other players who some of them are better, but I don't think Izzy is a second string player.
No, neither the captain, neither Marla, neither Davia. These are players that
even
whatever.
the day
the twins.
Yeah, I mean, I think like so. The point I was making is that while I know what people mean, I think when it comes on to these things, and it's very important, we have to be very careful of our utterances because it can affect people, especially for female, to make them feel like they are less than before an important set of fixtures like this. Is not healthy. That's all I'm saying. So that should not have been the narrative we're putting out there. But people think you're saying that, okay, they should replace. No, it's not about replacing. It is just that, any of these young, they are young. Butts is very young. Butts played under 20 recently. So she's very young. Yeah. In 4 years' time, she could be one of the players in the World Cup team. And that's it.
You see, also, I heard people making some comments about the coach Xavier and all that, but I put to them that international football on the sideline is different than you watch it in your TV, and you can attest to this because I see you traveling with the senior team. International football, what you are seeing from your screen is different than on pitch side.
Yep.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No, man, I know that.
People saying that they take too long to make change and do this and that and all that. But I put it to them that, I always tell my coaches friend them, I love everybody to get the opportunity to sit on the bench at an international game, Manning's man. And they will see the difference what I am kind of referring to. That, So we're a lot of we say something sometimes without knowing all the facts, all the details. And then, we just what people will be people, and criticism is good. We build from it to learn from it to grow. But sometimes the criticism is not how it seems.
Yeah. Listen, you see, in the moment, because a lot of us, I think one of our athletes says they call them armchair analysts.
Well, I won't say that.
Right?
I won't go that road.
Because the truth is, in the moment, a coach makes a change, the player scores the goal, the coach is a genius.
Coach. Yeah.
The coach makes a change, the player causes a goal, the coach is an idiot.
Yeah, and sometimes sometimes you think the time is right, but based on how the flow of the game, it is not that time. But as I said before, we're all learning. No matter how you think you know everything, you're learning, you're growing, and all that.
Yeah.
But I am quite proud. I am also proud of Jermaine, who was the assistant coach. Very bright mind, very
new to
mind.
The system. He coach at McGraw.
Man, very bright mind. But these are coaches who are not, out there in terms of putting up their chest and
that's Lee
whatever.
Craft,
man. Yes. Very good coaches. I have excellent manager in Crystal. Crystal is some more heap of work.
Crystal, man. Crystal Walters.
Yo, Crystal. Rise him to. Man, there's a myriad of things, but I tell you, when you're a professional, you just have to just roll the punches, don't find an excuse, and just move on.
Yeah,
And at the
big
end
up
of the
Crystal
day,
for real, because sometimes I know,
yeah, man,
because being in the
yes,
national
man.
team, sometimes the kind of stuff that you have to do to kind of get things together, I don't think people sometimes understand it, just to get
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah,
team to train and to play. It's a lot of work,
oh
but
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that is what am I care about after turf when you have to play upon grass field. Oh yeah, so
yeah.
I want you for little things still. But as I said before, it was one of those experience that, it's nice. You know what I mean? It's nice,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what I said, bro.
Claudine says I shouldn't be saying, especially females. So like let me take that back. Um what I meant, Claudine, is that there, though females can be very logical, there are occasions where I believe emotionally things take a greater toll on them than it would for men. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
All right. But listen, I mean, St. George's goalkeeper coach, right? You have your own
No, I mean,
academy, Waterhouse,
I
um,
just saw a little, little, you know,
you know,
like a
you,
small
you
goalkeeper coach.
small goalkeeper coach who started out in the youth thing, now you get to the senior team, moving up the ranks, and
No,
you have your own.
no,
No,
I
man,
mean,
tell the people a little bit about your goalkeeping, in
no,
a few
I was
minutes.
just have a little goalkeeping academy maybe from 2008 where my coach the strictly goalkeepers, based at St. George's, work with some goalkeepers that, my thing is though management is my my success is like I have six goalkeepers that I work with from St. George's that got full scholarship. Two is a doctor now and all that. That is my thingy. And
Oh
to see
yeah,
when they
yeah,
come back.
goalkeepers that you work with, yeah.
Yeah, man. So when
Wow.
they come back to George's, it just feels good that you call them Dr. Ellis and all them something there, That
Wow.
that that is where I think my passion lying kind of developing a youth that him can either use the sport through education and just better himself because it's not everybody going to be a pro like that. If you can use the sport, you can get a education and help in any other way. That's good for me. You know, say go work with a few young one now and all that. I going to come on back when I go and do my camp because I plan on doing a camp in Christmas, but in December here, the 14th and 15th,
Andre Blake as a
Blake,
camp, yeah.
yeah, his representative reached out to me to be a part of that camp. So I'll be there
Awesome,
helping them with
awesome,
that.
awesome, awesome.
So,
And to me
so
wear glasses,
you
me
know,
can be a good goalkeeper coach.
yeah, man, of course, you know what I mean? Of course, everybody can. But that
Yeah.
is my passion. I don't want to be a head coach. I just want to be a specialist that can help and because what happened, we have limited goalkeeper coach. I am very happy for what is named down by Glenn Muir. I
Oh,
am
Andre
proud of
Henry,
him. Yeah,
planted,
man.
Andre
Yeah, man.
Henry.
I am proud of him.
who was
Becky,
who was a
Everdeen.
who was a under 17 goalkeeper?
Yeah, man. I like that. That kind of make me feel good, and I see a lot of other goalkeepers, coach popping up and all that, and we can have healthy discussion and all of that. And I am one that look forward to that when I see a goalkeeper coach when I play in the opposing team. So right now, me and Costa Rica goalkeeper coach, we met from a U20, and we still correspond. When we went to under 70 the other day, we correspond, and all that. So we still have a little thing.
Oh, that's
He
good.
put me on to workshop and stuff, and he's planning on coming to Jamaica next year in my camp to help me. So that's something that we're working on,
Yeah, the
we dialogue
networking
every
and the
day.
partnership. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
because
that's big.
I speak English fluent. So yeah, man, I just that way I do, and we are work on it to all that. If me get another opportunity again to represent my country, and I'm up for it again. Because every day we learn and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, man. Totally. Listen, I know you're a busy man, so I
Yeah,
appreciate
man,
you
I
coming
work with
on.
them, man. You call me up, man. I
All
work
right.
with them right now,
No
cause
more red card, sir. You know you
No,
miss.
man, I was just talking to her in my native language and telling her how our mother is very attractive. That's all. I never said anything, disparaging or anything like that.
Really?
You know, yes, she don't understand my native language, so as a result of that, she thought that I
we
offended
will
her.
we will take you at we'll take you at your word. Just to let you know that she may not speak fluent English, but she can understand it. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But there you go.
Yeah,
So
man.
take care of yourself, man, is man, and all the best, and thanks, for the
Every
little.
time, man. Yeah, man. Every
So all
time. Yeah,
that, all
man.
right?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
This is
Bless up, man.
Andrew.
Bless up all your listeners and commenters and all that, all right?
Yeah, man.
Love always.
Always. All right. That was Andrew Sewell. Andrew Safe and Sewell is one of the top goalkeeping coaches in Jamaica. Work with the under 17, with the under 20 team. I've worked on the female side as well. Like he said, work with lots of goalkeepers at St. George's College, um, through his academy, and he also works with Waterhouse for many years, working with the likes of Kevin Foster and the Chambers as well. So kudos to you. Keep doing the good work. All right. So that was Mr. Andrew Chambers. Also, I have to make a special shout out again. Welcome to those of you who have just joined the chat. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and to share. Let me just do this right now. I need to connect. All right, to connect the I think I see Smart Choice was calling. That's Miguel. Let's see what we can get Miguel. He was calling. But let me just say this, right? I think Champy was his name. I don't know if any of you know Champy. Champy in the World Cup campaign that the men's team had, our champs. He was the equipment manager for the Reggae Boys. You see all management was involved in. He has a son, right? Who even every time the senior men's team is around, he's normally around the team, right? There was some shooting down in Dunkirk, I think yesterday or so, where I think 8 or so persons were fired upon, and he's in the hospital. He's one of the persons who got a couple of shots. I think a 1 year old and thing. And I just want to use this to urge um, the, the populace, the male population of Jamaica, to let us do better now. And just soil, yeah. Let us do better. Let us do better, please. It can't make this not making any sense. Like as one place see a little bit of peace, like conflict break out in the next place. So, hope you get well. You understand me? But up to the recent camp that the team had, he was around the team at the hotel and all of that kind of a thing. So he's one of the persons who was injured in that shooting. Don't know the cause of it, but just crying out for general peace on both sides. Let there be no retaliation. You understand me? But let us forgive, forget, and move on. Fabulous. Big up yourself. Fabian Watkins, Captain Fantastic from Constant Spring. Blessings every time. Every Masters League. Check it out. Constant Spring. Yeah, man, one of the best football groups to be in. I'm telling you. Loyal to the ground. If you're planting names and running the comment section. All right. Big up, big up, big up, big up. So had to do those things. All right, Miguel. I think Smart Choice you were calling. You can call, but let's take this call and then we're gonna get into some discussions as we go. EPL games coming up today as well. We know that, and we have some finals. We have coming up today in schoolboy football. We're going to talk about that. Smart Choice. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
What's up, man? Thanks, man. Everything good, brother?
Yeah, you're taking it one day at a time. You understand me? Life is in the hand, the center, the palm of God, so we give it thanks.
True. So I meant to call it from the other day. So as it relates to the reggae girls, I just want to, commend them on the effort,
Yeah.
We all hope for a better result, but we understand the circumstances under which, everything went. As it relates to the other group of girls, what I would hasten or recommend that they hasten to do is it's difficult to me, Manning, to dot all I's and cross all T's right now, as I was saying, prior to now. Because the JFF, these issues that they have been having are decades issues. And me not think so you can solve these issues, brethren, within this short period of time. I mean, I set up to accept mediocre service. But at the end of the day, once the basic situations that are at least tenable are sorted out, then we feel so you can move on from there and make everything else deal with along the line because you're not going to solve all problems that the JFF is having within this short period of time. It's not going to happen. You understand me? And it's every situation you can find that. For me, like personally, I represent policyholders against insurance companies, right? And if we have a dispute as to how much the insured is supposed to get, I am not going to be here waiting and fighting with the insurance company until I am satisfied. I said, listen, send the policyholder the undisputed amount so that at least they can get something going and then we sort out the rest on the back end. You understand me? But to be holding out for every little issue is to be ironed out. I think it's a little bit unfair, brethren. I think it's a little bit unfair, not to JFF, but to the country. You understand? Because you're not representing JFF, as we said before. So I'm really hope to them hurry up and solve that is at least tenable. So we can move on and we get the best set of people representing the country. And then I believe I was supposed to mention something here, Cranky talk about, but as it relates to the LOR, the letter of representation. The girls are the ones who initiated this letter of representation. So therefore, the onus is on them to release that if they want communication directly with the JFF. The JFF cannot break that agreement because it was initiated by them. You understand? You can't get a letter of representation from somebody because if I send out a letter of representation, I expect all communications to be coming through me. You understand me? As the representative, I don't expect you to start contacting my client directly. And that is standard practice. And in Jamaica, we say, well, you can't just do this. No, we need to be more formal, and that is what gets us in the problem in the first place. Because if JFF had proper communication with the girl, because I don't think JFF have the money and refuse to pay them. So it's not really a monetary problem that JFF and the girls are having. It's a communication problem. Because if they had clearly understood, you understand me? Or if it was communicated to them in a proper way, I think everybody would be all right and understand about the situation and wait until the little funds come in so that they can get it. But it's a primary communication problem where JF is not effectively communicating with them. You understand me? So I'm to think that management and again,
yeah, man, very good and balanced perspective. But at the end of the day, I think people sometimes, regardless of what we think is right and moral, they have their own decisions to make. And whether we disagree or agree with that decision, it is their decisions, and maybe others may suffer. It may be a private decision, but it may not be personal. What I mean by that, it may affect other people. Right? Though it's private, it may affect other people. And they are probably willing to live with the consequences of their decisions, while people like us would want to see otherwise. And so I understand the need, the fact that they felt like there was a need to do it that way. What I know is that come Saturday, because remember there was a proposed meeting this week, come Saturday, I will ask Mr. Chung what has happened or what has taken place, because for me it is very important that we get an update, because he said there was a Friday proposed date, which is the 8th of December. I want to know if he would have reached out to the girls, if he had spoken to their representatives, if there has been dialogue, if there is any supporting document of the claim that there is unpaid amounts and all of those things. So that's what I wait. So Saturday, I want to engage Mr. Chung in a conversation because I think we need to follow this up just to ensure that whatever we can do to bring an end to this, long-standing issue, it can be. Yeah.
You understand? Because even then, there seems to be an overall communication problem in the management. Because there seems to be communication among all parties, communication problem among all parties, because the representatives don't seem to be communicating clearly to the girls' side, and the girls don't seem to be communicating among themselves clearly. Because when I listen to that interview with Becky and the captain there, I forgot her name, right? Becky didn't even know that there was a proposed date coming up. You understand me? So, which she is a senior member and somebody who has a vested interest in this strike, if they want to call it that. So how come you didn't know that there was a proposed date? You understand me? So there seems to be a communication among all parties. You understand? Not just between JFF, but between the representative and among the girls themselves. You know, so what they need to do is streamline the communication channel so that everybody can understand exactly what is happening. So there's no ambiguity. And I think that are the basis of the problem, brethren. But I that man is about to sort out them thing, brother. But they are listen.
Yeah, man. All right then. Bless up, Miguel. All right. So that was Miguel. Listen, that is his opinion. That is how he feels about the matter. And again, whether you agree or disagree, it's a person's opinion, and all you can do is to share. You can share yours. Remember to hit the like button if you have not done so yet. Like the video, definitely share the video, and if you have not yet subscribed to I Am Sure Sports, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, go ahead and do that. All right. Let's just get into a couple other things quickly. All right. Today. All right. First, let me talk about Amari Bell. So, of course, I had to reach out to Amari Bell. Anytime the players play against Arsenal, I reach out to them. Hey, I'm telling you, that was not rice. That was rice and peas and chicken with gravy, with carrot juice. And what a game! Hey, people, may I tell you, last year, this game would have ended 3-3. But Arsenal this year is a different machine. Look out! No doubt. So, I big up Amari. Amari, I'm a friend still, Amari, I want to apologize to you. You understand me? Amari Bell, my humblest apologies. I'm sorry for the sudden heartache at the expense of rice. I am very disappointed that, food like rice. You understand me? Better it was chicken or curry goat or something. But rice, white rice. I'm telling you. But big up. Ethan, big up yourself too, you know it go. After what you did to us last season, it was good that Arsenal won. But big up the Reggae Boys. I thought Amari played well in the back three. Ethan also played well. And I thought Amari in the Brentford game against Arsenal. And I also thought Amari did well for the most part in terms of containing Bukayo Saka in that game, right? But the better team won, man. The better team won. I hear this crazy discussion on the radio stuff about can a team play better and win? First thing, what do you call better? You have to define what you call better football. Define what you call better. Because when you look at like the stats that they have for football, they have like possession, passing accuracy, right? So first people have to define what better is, and then after you have a working definition, then you can ask the question. You cannot ask the question that until you have an agreed opinion on what is better football. How do we define better football? And once you have that, then you can make some progress. Hey, Peso, big up yourself, bless up yourself. Peso, real all baller, bless up yourself. Baller car, bless up yourself. Unseen, bless up yourself. You understand me? First, we have to define what is better football. How do you define better football? Give a working definition with the criterias that one should look for to determine better football. And once you have that, you can ask the question, can a team play better and lose? Can a team play better and lose? But first you have to define what is better football. All right? Cavaliers. Arsenal for life. Arsenal. Hey, people, hold on. You know that? I kid you not. Oh, no, these people, listen to this. Girl, the weather, heartbeat will leave you never, be forever through the storm. North London forever, no matter the weather. Big up. Yeah, big up to Arsenal. But you have some EPL game today, You understand it? Jeremy and Thomas, master tactician. Coach Minzy, I don't know if you have here. Call in and tell us a little bit about this coach, man, because he you know him very well, Coach McGrath, so you're familiar with him. How good is he? You hear somebody saying that he's a master tactician. Tell us a little bit about him. Who can? Big up Triple E. Hey, big up Chico Blacks, Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I need to apologize. Corey Burke, right? Corey Burke did surgery. So he's in rehab. All right, so he's doing rehab. And he's doing rehab. And so we set up the interview, but he didn't know that there was an arranged visit from his doctor. So he has asked me to put it off. He's really looking forward to it. So the De La Vega, everywhere in a Spanish town, this is your own, Corey Burke. Right? Come on and check it out. Anybody coming here talking about Arsenal, like a plane on the runway, don't get all your hopes up. All right, the true culture. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me which team you support. Let me see if Arsenal did better than your team. You understand me? Sports Corner. All right, Sports Corner. All right. So, Cavaliers people. Cavaliers today they play the second leg of the Caribbean club Caribbean Club Championship against Robin Hood. Now, some of you would have seen an earlier notification that the bleachers will be opened up, that a letter was written to the Ministry of Sports and Miss Olivia Babsy-Grange. Kudos to her, responded by saying that they could open the bleachers and it is free of cost. All right. However, because of security reasons, I've just received information that the bleachers will not be open. For security reasons, the bleachers, because I guess they'd have to have security in the parking lots and security around it, right? So bleachers will not be open. Man, them say they not play. Mr. Speedy have to come answer the one here. When them say, them not play with Robin Hood. Jamaicans are hilarious. All right, let's see if we can get Mr. Rudolph Speed and I Am Sure Sports. You mean that Arsenal is a replica? No, boss. True culture. What are you talking about? Arsenal is a replica. Stop your madness. Stop your madness. Nothing like that. Let's see if we can get Mr. Speed on the program. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, man,
Mr. Rudolph Speed. Good afternoon. I was trying to call you earlier. I know you're live on the air. I want us to. We just got some information. I don't know if you can help us about the game this evening. Do you have a couple of minutes? All right. First, again, congratulations on your team reaching to the final. A lot of Jamaica believe that you're gonna secure the win to move on to the final because they're really anticipating the likes of Lionel Messi coming to play in Jamaica. Before I even ask you about the bulletin that we just received, tell us about the team's preparation in terms of your readiness for tonight's encounter, what time, the cost for getting in, and so that the fans can come out and support Cavaliers.
Team is already as it can be. So we did come back on the second hour prepared about 3 days for this encounter. We know what we're up against. Robin Hood is a good team, but I think we're prepared and we're hoping for the best. It's 7 o'clock tonight at National Stadium, $1,000 for grandstand. And as you probably heard, they cancel. We're going to have people come in for free in the bleachers. CONCACAF says a security issue. If we don't feel secure, so we can't have it anymore.
Oh, okay. So it was a CONCACAF thing. So that means you'd have to have a certain amount of security to open the bleachers.
Yeah, we have to put more about that, you know.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Because I know that a lot of people haven't heard that. I don't know what the amount would be, but a lot of people were gearing up to go to the game when they heard about the bleachers being open. So it is.
Yeah, but that's fast. I don't want to get distracted by that now. So we have to just go back to what is at that. So is that no? So people want to come in can pay $1,000 and come into the grandstand. I mean, we're not that cost home move. And then we'll make it from there.
Okay, and I mean, yeah, any injury concerns?
Yeah, we have an injury concern, but we can see what's up.
Okay, and I also heard on some other station that Cleo Clark has returned to the team, and Adrian Reed, who completed their schoolboy football season.
Right, because what happened was we had issues just be able to find like 18 players most of the time, sometimes even less. But now we're up to 20 because we still have some players out, so we just have to just use what we have and hope we can pull it off, which we're going to give it our best shot. Anybody who knows us, we have a winning mentality and we're going to come hard as we can.
And how important is this for one, for Cavaliers, and secondly, for Jamaica football, especially the JPL? How significant is this?
It's significant for Jamaica football. I mean, we have done extremely well as a club to qualify for the Champions League already, even before we kick a ball in the finals. So we are the only Jamaican club left standing. So that alone is significant because normally we struggle. Most Jamaican clubs struggle in this competition. So that by itself is significant. But if we could be able to take this win, it would be even better for us. Because it will show that Jamaica is capable of playing decent quality football on the national stage. I mean, this is being worldwide. Everybody can see it. So this is just good for Jamaica. I mean, I think it's more good for Jamaica than for Cavalier because it's not that other clubs haven't done it before. Other clubs have won the Caribbean title before from Jamaica, but this one is so significant because of the reach and the amount of interest and the way CONCACAF has changed the competition for the betterment of all the countries in the Caribbean.
I also read a Gleaner article where they were speaking glowingly of you about your exceptional performance in some exam, finishing at the top of the class, the first and only Jamaican to have an A license, 3 licenses above people like Unseen with a D.
Well, it's not just Jamaica. It was up 30 participants in the Caribbean. I was first.
Oh, so
finish.
I thought it was so it's 30 participants from all across the Caribbean, and you finish at the top of the class.
I don't know if I finished that. I finished first.
You finished first.
It's a process. Yeah, it's a process.
So. That's what I mean. Okay, you're the first one to have completed it.
Yeah. Right.
I see. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were the one.
No, I could be on top of the class too, but I'm not sure about that.
Well, right now you're on top of the class because if you're the first one to finish it. But
I don't think anybody has finished yet. So yeah, that's true. But it is really something that I thought that I had to go out first to show everybody the pathway, being the leading, the first technical person in the country. I believe that coaching education is the most important thing. So we have another 10 persons trying to finish their A license. We have 27 B license and another 29 trying to finish. And we have 120 C license so far in Jamaica and about 300 B license. So that is what we have been doing over the last 3 years in the coaching association in the conjunction with the JFF. So we believe that because we can't afford to compete with other countries with money and resources and everything, coaching education is the way, and that is why we're so adamant that we're going this route.
Okay, so do we have other persons in the process of completing their A license from Jamaica?
Yeah, we have 10. We have 10 persons. Yeah, 10.
Wow. So is
another person.
Is the goal then to have all the Premier League's clubs at least have persons at the leadership level in the coaching department with a license? Is that the long-term goal, or it doesn't really matter, just get the license and wherever you are, you use it there? Or is it we could look forward probably 3-4 years from now that persons in the Premier League can only coach there if they have the A license or the equivalent or something bigger than that?
Well, now is the B. We have moved it up this year to you have to have the B or enroll in a B license class. So that is what is obtained at the Premier League level. But the truth is, anybody that coaches elite youth or top amateur players should have a B license because you just don't know enough if you're not at that level. Then definitely the Premier League clubs, professional clubs should have an A license or a pro license. So remember 2 years ago we didn't even have one CONCACAF C license. So it's a progression. So we can't put in those rules yet till we have 4-1. So whenever we have 4 times the amount of Premier League clubs, people have A license in Jamaica, that is the time the rule will come into effect.
All right,
so you're looking at a couple of years.
Okay. So I see a question here about when is the next D license? Do you know when is the next D license course being
Yes,
offered?
yes. We're doing one now to finish up. The next D license course is in March.
Not B. D as in donkey.
D.
D as
Oh,
in donkey.
just there's one going in Kasafan right now, and there's one starting on Saturday in St. Catherine. But your parish association, once they have enough, they can just tell us, and we'll send somebody to conduct the
Okay.
D.
All right, you hear that, Mirror? There is one going on in Kasafa. No, D as in donkey. And the next one going to start in St. Catherine on the weekend. And if you're part of a particular parish, you can speak to your parish president. And if he has enough persons, then you can do the D license there. All right, that's good news. Mr. Speed, finally, Arsene Wenger said this some years ago that any nation who wants to develop its football in pedigree, their best coaches need to be coaching at the lowest level. Because that's where it is important, building the fundamentals right. So that when they get to the elite level or the highest level, it's easier for the coaches there. We find that in our system, most of our top coaches are all at the top level coaching. And then I don't want to say not so good, but the more inexperienced, newer coaches are at the lowest level. Is that affecting how our football development is, and we need to reverse that pattern and reverse that trend?
So what he says is half true, or maybe 3/4 true. What we need, as I said before, any elite youth players, or because there's nothing wrong with C-license coaching grassroots football, which includes any league that is not in the FIFA hierarchy or competition. But once you become an elite youth player, if you are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, you should be coached by a B-license coach, because a B-license coach does know how to coach. They do know how to coach if you do the course. Or on top amateurs. But once you reach in the professional rank, whether you are 16 or 17, then it should be an A-license coach or a pro-license coach. So I think we get it right. What is wrong now? We're getting it right. What is wrong now is we don't have enough to put in those rules. So once we have enough B-license coach, then if you coach an elite youth, you have to have a B-license. If you coach a top amateur team, you have to have a B-license. But until we get the numbers up, we can't introduce those regulations in the country, because there's nobody. So it is up on us to train the persons before we implement those regulations. But that's what we're going after. Remember, 3 years ago, we didn't have one. Now we have 400 persons that is trained in the modern coaching methodology. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. Well, yeah, 600 persons.
All right. This final, because I know game day, I don't want to keep you long and all of those things. It says, what are the requirements for attending a D license course?
So that's a starter course. You don't have to have any requirements. For you to go to C, though, you have to do the D, or you have to do a DFF level 2.
Okay, I see. So there are no requirements. Just have your money, fill out the form, and have your money.
Not to mean you're going fast, You have to actually show if you can coach. All we do in D is show you how to do attacking and defending. When you come to C, we add transition and defending and attacking set plays. When you come to B, we teach you about periodization, teach you about system of play. We teach you system of play from B and C. So we teach you how we make a team play in a position and out of position. That type of thing, and bring together all the different elements, moments of the game. When you go to A, we teach you how to win games all the time, and have, pro is really how to manage at that high level, national teams and real professional teams,
Yeah.
So there's that pathway. So what I did was go through the pathway, come to the A, to show everybody how they can get there, and you can get there if you want to. And what you're going to find now is that the coaches at the higher level start to win most of the titles, which you start to, Pierce did very well to, bring to his team. Vassarinas bring his team far ahead with a team that wasn't so strong. So once this starts happening in the country, other people know how to start, okay, we probably need to get here in the education start, and that is what we're looking for, to get some uniformity in the coaching, the same language as we speak. Everybody knows it. The youngster knows it. So even when they go overseas, they know what the language is. And we believe that that is a way forward for Jamaicans.
All right. There are two, when you're on, there's always a lot of questions. This one says, I must ask Mr. Speed, if this is for you, your next step is getting your UEFA certification next. And then the follow-up question is, Mr. Speed, is there any plans to adopt the practice similar to Europe where coaches have to be recertified over a period? So one, is your next step to get a UEFA certification, and will there be the practice of coaches being recertified over a period?
So so it's not recertification. What you do, you get a diploma now. Then there's going to be a coaching license that you have to get. We're going to go to the license system. So now everybody gets a diploma. And for you to get the license, you have to do what they call continuous education. If we say every 3 years, you have to get it. So that is the method that we're going to be using so you maintain your license. That's right. What does that mean is that the license that we give in Jamaica now, you will be able to coach everywhere in CONCACAF, all CONCACAF countries. Right? For UEFA, by the way, it's the same UEFA coaching educators came to Trinidad and coach us. Develop the coaches, right? So there's nothing different. It's the same educators that you see in Europe. People like John Peacock, they are the ones who come here that coach in Europe. So it's just the license just have a different name. And then Mauricio from Brazil came and do one of the courses. So these are our top coaching educators from all over the world. And it's the same one with the UEFA license and the Brazilian license. It's just that they're in a different country. So so we have our conference that has a coaching convention that recognizes license anywhere once we have surpassed a certain standard. UEFA have their conference, but both conference would have to come together and agree that our license can be used in UEFA and UEFA license can be used in here. But the content is the same. There's no difference. All you have to get it is there's no difference. It's the same content, and I might add that our standard was higher than some countries in Europe based on when you do the comparison. So there's no difference really with the UEFA license in terms of the knowledge that we have.
Oh, the knowledge. Okay. Boy, this one says, with all of this happening on the coaching side, will a curriculum be put in place for youth development program?
We have that already. We have a technical pathway for develop youth. We now establish a national coaching academy. They're not listening to the news. We have the FIFA expert here for 2 years in the talent identification program.
That's Dan Cook.
Yeah, all that is in place.
That is a 2-year talent identification program with Dan Cook that is here for 2 years. And
2 years is approved now. It might go for more. 2 years is now.
And yes, a part of that is that there's a youth, like a pathway to development for youth football, which is through the National Academy.
Yes, that is in place now. We're getting the first class in next week, I think.
Okay, but you have to understand that, Mr. Speed, some of the people are not in Jamaica, so they don't follow some of the these platforms stretch far and wide, so they don't normally follow all the things.
No, man, JFF getting first class with youth development. First class we're going. Coaching, education, and youth development. First class. Nothing better than what we ever do.
Okay. Okay.
As a matter of fact, we applied for this part of the program from the Talent ID, and I think it's only 25 countries get it, and we are one.
Okay. The thing though is that wouldn't it be better if you had this curriculum kind of sort of available, so people can actually, I don't know, like
No.
I don't know. Oh.
The plan is for us to have the curriculum in every single parish with the coaches that we choose, so we can monetize. A good curriculum not being monitored and give to bad people don't make any sense.
Okay, so it's not available to anyone, but the people who need to have it can have access to it, and will have access to it.
They will have. I'm telling you, there's going to be one person in every parish, or 2 persons in every parish who will have the curriculum. They will keep their parish training. Then the elite person will come to the National Academy to get their training. And why we have to do it so is because we only have one national facility can host 40 people. We don't have anywhere we can put people up overnight. But all those persons that were identified in the Talent ID program will have access to national training.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right. I mean, loads of information, Mr. Speed. Like I say, I don't want to keep you. I mean, there's some why academy is not regulated, but you have an important assignment this evening, and I don't want to distract you from that. So
No. We're not interfering with nobody academies when them have, because remember, we have regulation for academies, but none of them apply. Not even one in Jamaica apply. So therefore,
up to this point,
when
they
they
still
apply,
have not
they could
applied.
no, so they could be a part of this program, but we cannot leave them on their own. They have to be regulated so we can now say this is the process we want you to go through. So in other words, we are going to be using the parish association who we are in charge of now. They start the process and then we pursue where the academic thing goes later.
Okay. All right. Is there anyone? No, this one. Mr. Speed, is there anyone else as smart as you in JFF?
I'm sure they are better than me in other things because I only do technical. I'm sure they're smart people in other things.
Jesus, these
I only do
people are
technical.
so crazy. Michael Garden says, so Will, after the 2 years, how many local coaches will become available with an A license to continue after to carry through?
Well, just give you a little secret. I'm planning to have an A license course in Jamaica. And the same Europeans will come and teach it. So instead of we have to go somewhere to do it, we'll have it here. So we'll be turning out a lot more persons in the next 2 years. So that is in the plan.
But isn't
and one last good news. Go ahead.
Isn't the A license like several years?
It depends how fast. I took over a year to finish mine.
Okay. But the course itself, the theory part is like what?
No, man, it's a journey you're going, It's a journey, I had to do 18 matches. I had to pick 4 players and develop the 4 players and identify their weakness.
So what are the 4 players that you pick?
Oh, the 4 was Colin Anderson, Webster, Allen, and Atkinson. Those were the 4. And I had to pick them before the course starts, so I can't pick them in reverse. And tell them who they were, and then work on them through here, and then show what they did here before.
Colin Anderson, Webster, Atkinson, and Courtney Allen?
No, Courtney. Allen. I'm not Courtney Allen in there. Whatever.
All right,
the youngster from Wilmot.
Okay. So those 4 were like your guinea pigs?
No, they were not guinea pigs. That was...
They were doing the experiment on guinea pigs.
To develop those
Dwayne Allen.
Dwayne Allen. So like Colin scored 7 goals a year before, this time scored 20. So I was able to show that. So that's how it goes.
Okay. All right. But you were going to say something else. You were going to say something else that you wanted to share.
No. I said more good news on coaching. Now there's 2 persons in Jamaica that can coach at the B license level. So we're getting ourselves qualified to coach these courses here. Local coaches, coaching developed, coaching educators. So we have 2 coaching educators that can coach at the B license level. We have about 10 that can coach at the C. Then everybody can coach at the D. So it's not just getting the license. We're also educating the educators to coach the license in Jamaica. So they'll be cheaper, much cheaper, and we'll be able to do much more courses in a year. So that is how we plan to get. We have 3,000 persons that are coaching people pick me, 3,000, and we have to get all of them educated.
Yes.
Right. So now we are working on educators now to fast track that process.
So the two who can do are yourself and who? Because I suspect you would be one, seeing that you're the first to have the A license. Who is the other person?
Yeah, Pierce, actually.
Mr. Pierce, who did a fantastic job with Glenn Muir.
The man who just win the Champions Cup.
Yeah. And somebody's asking why you didn't pick Shanil.
For what?
For as one of the guinea pigs.
Oh, he is now. He was injured last year.
Okay. My question is, Wickedman Brooks says, what's the end goal of these academies after the youths them get age out? them have to find a new club to play. And most often than not, these academies don't play in parish sanctioned tournaments. So he's saying that the academies that are operating, what is the end in mind for them?
I can't do anything with people. It's a free country. Anybody want to have an academy, I can stop them or tell them what to do. It's a free country.
And they're probably at liberty to have like an academy competition and probably get it sanctioned by the federation if they want.
No, they're not going to get it sanctioned unless they become registered with us. We're not sanctioning anything unless you register with us. Right. So once they register with us, then we'll have those competition sanctions. And then could have an academy association of Jamaica and we recognize them too. But until you have to jump through the hoops. We can't sanction people where we can't control them, so they could fight or do anything, and they're not under our, stewardship. So that is the danger of these academies now that operate, and that is why we introduce regulation for them to come under a regulated body, but they have refused so far. So the National Academy, though, I can tell you, the end game for that is to have better players for national selection. Simple.
Yeah. This person says, my only concern with that is we will be teaching more, but we might have persons passing more coaches that are not qualified. So he's saying
it's only because them are this us that we can't teach. But
no. That's not what he's saying. But I understand the point. I think the point is the more persons who you have teaching, it could be the more compromised the system get. In other words, people allow their friends to get through the system.
No.
Okay.
We have bands of coaches. So we know the one that were good, those will coach the B and the C. So we have different category of coaching educators. So we know we're not compromised. So if we don't think you reach a certain level, you'll never coach at a certain coaching educator at a certain level. So that we have, and plus we also have, you get supervised. After coaching educator, you have a different category called coaching developer, who supervise the coaching educators. So there is a process.
Okay. I see this one says, do intermediaries still exist, Mr. Speed?
You call intermediary.
That's what I was going to ask.
You mean I know what he's talking. He's talking about agent and the person little below agent, so them operate between the player and the agent. That's what they call an intermediary. Yeah, they do exist still.
I don't understand that.
No, man, you have player agent and you have players. You have some people who don't have a player agent license, so them act as an intermediary because they don't have the license. So them operate in between. So them still go look for talented player and carry to the agent. So they get a piece of the commission, and then they are in between. So you have a player agent who's big and powerful in Europe. So I find somebody as an intermediary in Jamaica or in US.
Oh, okay. Like the person who goes by the moniker leader could be an intermediary for a bigger agent overseas.
No, he would have been an intermediary to an intermediary.
Okay.
You couldn't get that. You still have to have some training and be certain like a thing. Sure.
Duklan is asking if Mr. Vin Blaine is in this cohort of coaches for the A license.
No.
Okay. I think the last time I spoke to him, though, Duklan, I don't think he believes he needs to do the A license. Yeah. All right. What? Mr. Smith?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Some sport.
I don't know what go on. Something like loose on the system. Hold on there. I don't know, man. Some even just creepy. Some people just I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from a while ago. People cut off all Mr. Speed, you know. Oh my lord. All right, let me see if I can get him back, you know. I don't know where that come from. I don't know. What happened a while ago? Yeah, man, I don't know what happened a while ago, but a couple of persons, I think like Pristine says, if someone want to sponsor the program, Mr. Speed, talk have to ensure that everything provided, but have full control of the financial. If some want to sponsor the program, Mr. Speed, talk of to and all right, Pristine, you have to help me. You have to retype that so I can have a better understanding. But Michael did say that how can persons in the diaspora contribute to the process of the A license? So I know he does a lot to help with programs in Jamaica. So what is the easiest way for him to do that? Is it to just speak to once things are out for the A license, the names come up and people can just make a donation if they want?
So what happened was that for the B license, we get sponsored three. There's somebody sponsored three. What again? Kyle? It was Kyle?
Yes, Kyle, yes.
Yes, sponsored three persons and they sponsored three women. We gave him the name and he paid for the three women because he was very interested in getting women at that level.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we have 25 women at the C license level, you know, because we're looking out for women. So Kyle sponsored those three.
Yeah, big up,
and
yeah,
we're
man.
very
Yeah, because
appreciative.
because we did have a GoFundMe thing that was set up to do that. But there is research saying that intermediaries were like FIFA stopped intermediaries from the 1st of October, so they no longer FIFA want to cut out intermediaries. So
Okay.
yeah. All right, Mr. Speed. Like I said, I mean, you have your game. Okay.
No, I could go back to the money because it's important to me. So don't worry about the game, man. My game set already. At 7 o'clock, I'll start the coach again. So what? Because this is an important point to me, and you know how interested I'm in coaching education, right? So this is important to me to discuss. Every time you come with coaching education, we stay till 5 minutes before the game. What happened is that we have the coaching school have its own bank account. It is JFF. The JFF keep it, but then our money not intermingle with no JFF money. We have our own bank account in there, and it is audited, and we know all the amount of money we're going there and come out all the time. So what happens when we have a course? There is a fee that we charge each participant. 40% is goes to administer the. Sometimes it's more, but we have a fee like buy lunch and rent fee and so you know all that stuff. We give the coaching educators a stipend, but we share it up between all who coach and the course. If it's 4 of them, we share a percentage and we leave a percentage in the account, which we use for development. So for instance, we have if coaches like are going to do an A license and instead of money, we might help them with them fees or we might help them pay for their accommodation. Or if we have to pay for certain courses or we have to study, we pay it outside. But basically, we all never use that other portion of money. We always make sure we leave back. So we kind of keep it in the account, then eventually for development purposes. So the money don't go in a JFF account where they can use it. We have our own account. We look sponsorship too for the school. We all pay some of the expenses. And you know, JMMB has been sponsoring us over the years. So we put a program to them on what we're going to do and they sponsor. But we don't necessarily want anybody have to give us money. What we can do is to give you a list of all the coaches and you just help 1 or 2 of them. You can interview them and find out who they're coaching and why. And then you kind of
okay, I think that's a good idea that it goes directly to them. Steroy says, Anton Carneal said, having a good course, a coaching, I think he means coaching education program and not having good development program and infrastructure does not make sense. All programs must complement each other.
Right, Anton Carneal is one of the smartest man I know. So I agree with him, and that is why we have our elite football program. I don't know if the person was listening before. The academy, we're introducing it in every parish and also a national academy. And we also have elite football going to be playing in the parish under 13, under 15, under 17 with the professional leagues, with the two tier 1 and tier 2 and under 20. So there is that side, the competitive side, there's the development side, and there's the coaching education side. So and these have nothing to do in the national senior team. We're just making sure that we have a long line and list of talented players. Coach each player, do not leave no talent behind, and we believe that they should be coached by somebody who knows what they're doing. So we have a 3-pronged approach to football development in the country, and I'm passionate about it, and it's happening. As you can see, we applied for the TDS fund from FIFA, and they have given us some money towards that. They have sent a specialist here for 2 years. And all of those is programs that we take on in the last 2 or 3 years as a sort of recovery after the pandemic. So there was a reason why we thought it was necessary. For the coaching, the development, the competition side, we now have a sponsor to sponsor the All-Ireland National Under-17 competition between all Tier 1 and Tier 2 Premier League clubs. Next year, we're introducing a Tier 2 women competition. So, no, man, we know what we are doing, man. We're on it. We're on it.
Yeah. So Pristine edited the original question or suggestion, which is, can someone finance the program but have full control of spending the money?
Yeah, but we don't want anybody money. Them can spend it how them like. But we have an established process where we have a bank account for ourselves. So we don't necessarily want anybody to give us their money. Just help the coaching to be able to do the course. And we're fine with that. But there is a charge now because we can coach the sea light now. It used to be 60,000. We're doing our numbers and the figure going to drop considerably.
That's
so it will be cheaper.
That's what they see. Yeah. So that's good news for people like Unseen who have a D license and they see at 60,000 is too much for him. So he's going to get it. That is very good though. So somebody out there who want to help, Bala Car say he wants to do his D license. It's around 30,000 to do it. So maybe somebody can sponsor Bala Car. Unseen wants to do his C license.
We're going to drop that cost too, We're going to drop that cost too because we're looking back at everything because we want people to be able to afford them. So the caller was saying about the quality. Look, even if you go high school, you have some quality people come out and some quality less. So we expect the same of the coaching, but when we have a lot of them, right, to a certain standard, the cream will rise to the top. And but right now, people have no choice. They have to just use who them have because we only have 635 person with diplomas in Jamaica now, roughly about 600. So people have to use one of those. When we reach 3,000, then there will be competition for the best. And as you know, even across the world, you have 10 coaches who are the best, where everybody wants, and the rest of them learning them trade. So, Jamaica will not be any different. But we're going to be able to give people a variety. We're going to have people who have the knowledge. And we can't see any downside. It's a pure upside we're seeing right now.
Okay, so the D license course, the cost will be reduced at some point because now it is being taught by persons who are in Jamaica, and same thing with the C license. In the future, we could see a reduced amount paid for persons to be able to do it.
Right. It took us about 4 years to have a next D license in Jamaica. Next year, we're going to have 2.
Okay.
So more people will be able to get there quicker. And then by either next year or the following year, we'll have an A license in Jamaica. So more people will be able to get to the A license quicker too.
Okay, that sounds some good news on the coaching side. So for Pristine, so what you can do is once the courses are coming up, you can look at the list of coaches. You can talk to them and then say, listen, I want to help this one. I want to help this one, and who you want to help. You can, you may look at those who are in the high school system, those in the tier 2 system, those in the Premier League, but that would be up to you. So that way you're managing how and who your resources go to, because what Mr. Speed is saying is that the coaching association don't want the money to distribute it. They want the money to be given to the persons who need it to complete the courses, because I think that is the biggest cost.
Yeah, the truth is the other one too messy. You know, it don't work. First to have somebody who control the money.
It's similar to what Kyle did, which is you collect the money and then you just send it to the persons who are doing the courses.
Yeah. Or pay for them. And we give you a receipt so you know, so you'd have paid. So if you are from St. Thomas and you wanted everybody in St. Thomas to have a coaching badge, you just send me a pay for the whole 10 of them. Okay,
that's what you mean. All right. Yeah. I mean, what if you're above those licenses? But you want to sit in those courses for information? Say, because you know that we have some national players who are in the states who have license, but they may have interest in coaching in Jamaica, but they'd love to go through the courses. Do they have to pay, though they're not doing it to get the license?
If you come, I mean, when you're in the course, you know, we have course materials, we give you lunch, water, we have to get players to come and demonstrate. So there's a cost in them. So you can't get around the cost.
Okay. But a coach, for example, who has, you know, the American A license or so, I'll just speaking. And they said, listen, man, I'm a Jamaican and I like to learn. I'd love to come and do this. Right? They could come in once they have the requisite qualification and do the A.
Oh, yeah, they would do it. They have to pay though. But
man, because the person is talking to me right now and they said they would be willing to pay, but they would just love to go through the course.
Yeah, they'd have to pay. But, I mean, they'd have to pay. Yeah, they can do it. They can apply. There's no issues. But, I mean, as I said before, we don't have one set up yet. We did sign an MOU with Trinidad and Tobago. So they have a panel at A license. So what we're going to do is have a joint panel between the both of us. So we'll have some B license coach and they will have B. I think they have 2. We have 2. So we'll have a panel of 4. So in the Caribbean now we'll be able to go and help all our Caribbean neighbors too. Because it's not just we don't want coaching alone for Jamaica. We want the whole Caribbean step up so the whole region can improve their output. So that's really the plan. It's not even a Jamaican plan alone, it's really a Caribbean plan. And Anton Carnell, not praise can be too high for him. The CONCACAF people, they're looking out after us and help us along. And then, as you know, people came the other day. So they recognize what we're trying to do, and we're getting a lot of help now. And it's just something that we have to seize and move with it.
Okay. I keep saying finally, and something else keep coming up that I think is so pertinent. This one says, what level qualification a person needs to coach at tier 2, whether male tier 2 or female tier 2?
No, it's just the C license because we just don't have enough. We only have, with the B license, we have 27 and 29. That's how much? 58?
Yeah.
That's all we have. So we can enforce the B license. Right now, so they must have those. I would advise you to employ one of those because you'll be employing one of the better coaches. But I'm saying we have to have a ratio of about 3-1, 4-1 before you can enforce that.
All right. So, is there a place that people can look and see all the A license, all the B license coaches, at least those? So if they're looking for a coach, they can go to this page, the Coaches Association page or the JFF page, and see the names and say, all right, let's call this person. We have a team and we love a B license. Okay, let's see this name. We can call this person because they have a B. We can call this person because they have a A. We can call this person because they have a C.
No, so the FIFA Connect system, we start the process of putting up all the people who have A and B. I think we're going to C too. We're not going to do D, right? But so those 3, C, B, and A, those are the ones that we're going to be putting up. So in the system already, all the professional club would have listed their coach with whatever they have. But we are checking through the records to make sure that we do the enter the rest, so you could find them in there.
All right. So
everything is going to become electronic, you know. Remember the comment system will soon have in every referee, every coach. So when you're even doing a match card, you're going to the FIFA can use it, and So everything is going to be in there. So that is the system which we have the system already, just to get the data in.
Okay. I think so Prestige, you need to probably call in and explain, because what I'm talking about is a full comprehensive of development. Development equipment, transportation, air and land, uniform. So Prestige, I think
What you talking about?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I need more detail as to what you're talking about. Are you talking about somebody want to take over Jamaica football and develop it to where it needs to be, and they want to control how they spend all the money to develop the football from where? So I'm not sure. So I think it would be better if, but I don't think this conversation and the one you are suggested are similar, because this is on the coaching side. So I'm not sure. Maybe I am misunderstanding you, right? Yeah. All right.
Just to say, I mean, we have to take over this football. We don't understand how that works, but we are always on the lookout for sponsorship. We need our focus now, because I think we kind of have a steady team in terms of the senior team, but our focus is development. We need to develop from the grassroots all the way up. Our grassroots is the start of it. We do have enough funds to do what we want to do. It's hard to get sponsorship to do the various competition and development structure, but we have to try our best. So we are always welcome to sit down with somebody to see if they can help us in those regards. So when one day a person can have a conversation with us and we'll go through what we need.
Okay. All right. Brazil Dino. All right. There's no license that the people, I would say, in most of CONCACAF, that they can go to Europe and use. When you go to Europe, even if you're an American, you have to do European qualification. Right? That's just the standard. When you go to Europe, even if you have a qualification from Africa, if you have one from Australia, if you have one from CONCACAF, you still have to do it. So I'm not sure what you're asking. Go ahead.
Let me help you. There are 6 confederations in the world, right?
Yeah, man. 6 football confederation. Yeah.
Yes. Each confederation have what you call a coaching convention, that they send out minimum requirements and say, if you as a member want to apply to the convention, if you meet this minimum requirement, if you do these minimum requirements in Jamaica, for instance, for CONCACAF, or Trinidad, or Mexico, or US, or Canada, or Guatemala, we will accept your qualification right to the 41 members here. So all of the presidents then come together in a CONCACAF and sign off on that already.
Okay.
In Europe, it's the same thing obtained. All of the countries' presidents then come together and say, if we do UEFA license in England, or Belgium, or Spain, or Iceland, and once you comply with these minimum qualifications, you sign off, you can coach anywhere in Europe. But there's some association with them, confederation, with them and another confederation now sign a next MOU and say, anyone like in my confederation or your confederation, we can coach in each other confederation with the same license. UEFA has not signed off on that license with anybody that I know of as the other 5 confederations. So in that case, you can't use it, you still have to go through their qualification. But it is possible that when you show them where you have reached in a year confed, they might allow you to do a lesser license and come up. It's possible. So that is how everybody operates right now. So until there's universal MOU with all of the confederations, it will not happen.
Wonderful. I think that well said. All right. We have my guest, Richie. I don't know if Richie, you have a question for Mr. Speed? I know you were talking about the intermediary thing and did some research on it. So,
and he's probably right. I was telling you what I knew.
Yeah, man. So let me just find out. Do you have a question, Sir Richie? Hello? All right, not hearing him. All right, good conversation. It says, love all that is being put in place. Just need to know how we can be a part of this. Help it grow, as we know the significance and the impact this will have on football being developed properly. That is from Coach Boris Johnson. Says he love all that is being put in place, and he just needs to know how he can be a part of this in terms of helping it to grow, because he knows the
Don't worry
significance.
about it. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, Mr. Speed. Listen, thanks for your time.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Yeah, man. Worthwhile discussion. All right, that is Mr. Rudolph Speed. He is the head cook and bottle washer, they say, at Cavaliers, who have the the Caribbean Club Finals this evening at the National Stadium. It starts at 7 p.m. Like we said earlier. The stadium initially sent out a briefing that the bleachers were opened, but because of security concerns, CONCACAF has asked them to close it. All right. Brando, I am so sorry that I ended the conversation before I saw your question. Yeah. Rudyard Garden, bless up yourself. Every time. All right. So let me just run through the EPL fixtures for you today and tomorrow. As you know, Arsenal would have won their game, and so we have a few games coming up. We have Liverpool going away to Sheffield United at 2:30. Fulham will tackle Nottingham Forest at 2:30. We'll see Bobby Reed of Jamaica in that one. Also today, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth will play at 2:30. We also have Brighton going up against Ethan Pinnock and his Brentford team. And then at 3:15, the battle of the mid-table minnows. Manchester United going up against Chelsea. And then the Cracker Jacker, the one that will make your Bretta stopper, Aston Villa, and the fantastic Leon Bailey will be taking on or hosting Manchester City. Call in, give your feedback, your predictions, as we anticipate these big games over this weekend. We have Richie back with us. Sorry about, he's gone again. Sir Richie, what is going on with you, man? I don't know what is going on. Just as I was about to, he's back again. All right. Hello, sir.
Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Mannings, man?
I don't know what is going on your end of the thing there, I don't know.
A lot of calls coming in, so it cuts off the live stream whenever the call comes in straight from Jamaica. But yeah, man, Mr. Speed have some very, very good plans for the younger teams and everything coming up, and that is very good, for the football of Jamaica. Jamaica supposed to support Cavalier. I want a Cavalier fan. Supposed to go out there and support Cavalier, because if Cavalier win this game, we have the likes of Lionel Messi may be coming to Jamaica for the next window, and we would have to definitely give a plus for that. Kudos to Cavalier football team.
Yeah. Definitely. Yep. I mean, I think it will be good for them to win, because I just think it takes the football to a different, the view of Jamaica's football to a different level. I see some score prediction here. Hold on. Let me just mute you when you're not speaking, because I get in an echo. Hold on. Manchester City 4, Aston Villa 1. Not so. Leon Bailey scoring today. Figure that game is going to be a 2-2 game. Amari Bell, Natty Congo, bless up yourself every time. Amari Bell played 90 minutes for Luton Town against Arsenal yesterday. Good to see Amari back in good health. Liverpool 5, Sheffield 0, playing at Sheffield. I don't think Liverpool scoring 5 goals after they score 4. I think that may be a 2-1. Yes, everyone. Definitely. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Rudyard, why never call me? Oh geez. I'm going to be in Newburgh, but that is upstate, so maybe we can make something happen. You understand me? So I'll let you know. Blessings every time. Yeah, man. So explain to us. I see you on Formula. We're having a discussion. a discussion about the intermediary, because I wasn't so sure what that means. So go ahead and explain to the people what you're speaking to.
All right, so intermediary were like middleman to do deals, and FIFA decide that they're going to cut that out, and everybody have to do an agent license. All of the intermediaries would have to do an agent license. So it's only going to be agents and no intermediaries anymore. So as of 1st of October 2023, I must say I went and I did my agent license at the JFF, and I could tell you it was a handful of we in there. It was a handful. Actually, 3 of us was there. So, going forward, you have to think about these things. What is it's a very hard test. It have a ratio of most people failing it. I drop out by 1 question. So I have a next exam in April of this year. This coming year, 2024.
Oh, so I didn't even know that. So the JFF offers the agent test. I think it's FIFA. So you say they did it, but you missed out by 1 question. So you have to resit it.
Yes. It's not. It is wherever you apply from. It send you to your football federation in whatever part you are. So say I was in Europe, it would have sent me to a federation in Europe to go and do the exam. So that's how I end up at JFF, because I was here applying in Jamaica, applying for it.
All right. How many agents are in Jamaica? Like official agents?
I'm not quite sure, but it is a limited amount. It's a handful amount of agent here, and most people act as intermediary and say that they are agent. So as you ask for the agent license and it not coming up, that is really an intermediary, and they are trying to cut it out, because most of these the intermediary has made deals for the player to even benefit themselves. So that's why they're cutting it out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, man. I also understand that Dujan now has made a journey to Chelsea, so
Yeah.
he's there now. So kudos to him
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, definitely. It is always good to see a Jamaican in a team or a club that we know that is the Jamaican flag is going to wave in that country. We always want to cherish that, because we watch it and see other players with the Jamaican flag beside their name, and we still cheer them on regardless.
Yeah. How does this work though? Like when a kid his age goes, does he at some point bring his family, or he has to live on his own, make his own way, or the club puts them in an academy setup kind of a thing?
I have no clue what is taking place, but from other family member that I have that going to this, yeah, the club have a setup for you where you have your home and your car, and you just need to go training and go back home.
Okay. All right. Sound good. Listen, there are some schoolboy football games on today.
I'm not sure. I think the finals are what are left. The Walker Cup final and the Manning Cup final. That's what.
Oh, Friday and Saturday, and the
Yeah,
Costa Cup
the
and things.
Dakota Cup and
But I
the
know that there's some
Ben
under
Francis.
16. There's some under 16. There's some under 16 and under 14 games. I think Calabar and JC playing one semifinal, and
Yes.
Wolmers and Excelsior playing in the other.
In the other semi-final, yes.
And in under 14, KC going up against, I think, Wolmers.
Yes, it's Wolmers.
Yeah, I hear that KC have one of the better defenders and Wolmers have one of the better forwards. So it is the best defender versus
No, it's the other way around. The under 14 goal scoring record was broke by Kelvin Brown. He's now at 34. It was Whispers.
Under 34. He broke Whispers' record.
Yes, he broke it. It's now at 34. So yes, Wolmers have the better centre backs, but KC has the Black Allen striking for them.
Let me see if I can call the man who knows all things schoolboy football and see if he's available.
I can say there are clubs from Europe that comes to Kingston College to look on this little boy.
What's his? Tell us his name again.
Kelvin Brown.
Kelvin Brown. He played in the Manning Cup.
Yes, man. He's the one that get the MVP in the Manning Cup game against.
Good night. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Mr. Leader, how you doing? Good afternoon. You're live on I Am Sure Sport, so be careful of what you say because it could be used against you in the court of law.
Yes.
Okay.
You have the
go
right.
ahead.
You have the right to an attorney. Talk. Talk to me, right? We have some schoolboy games in the in the under 16 and under 14. Tell us about those matchups, where they will be, when they will be, and who faces who, and who are your picks for the finals.
Wow. Okay, you catch me. Okay, let me just go through. They're going to be, I think, in this competition, the urban youth competition, all of the best teams have come through. Unlike the upsets that we saw with the seniors, definitely the best set have come through. So first, we're looking at tomorrow. You're going to have the under 14 matches between Jamaica College and hold on.
Isn't it KC versus Wolmer's?
It should be in the under 14.
Yes.
It's KC versus Excelsior. And JC versus
Wolmer's.
I think it should be Wolmer's. Wolmer's, right. Okay. In the under 14. So in the KC match, the KC versus Excelsior, that to me would be the more exciting match because we're looking at seeing this young prodigy who has, I'm not sure how many goals he's gone already, right, from Kingston College.
34.
We're looking forward to seeing him. Kelvin, how many?
34.
Okay, that sounds like, I heard it was close to 30-something, so I'm not sure. I heard it was 37. He will be there. Kelvin Brown, he will be on display. Plus, there is also the captain for Excelsior. The name slipping me right now. Right, he is easily one of the top defenders. So that match should be mouth-watering to see. It should be really, really good.
Oh, so it's Excelsior versus
Kingston College.
Okay.
That match will be played at St. George's College at 1.
No, man. I have here Excelsior versus Wolmer's Boy at St. George's. I have Kingston College versus Wolmer's Boy.
You're looking at hold on.
I think Wolmer's and KC coming out the same zone, you know.
No, man. Hold on, give me a second.
But
give me a second. Let me just go on to.
I'm looking at right now. All right, on Thursday, December the 7th, which is tomorrow. I see semifinal at Belchong Oval at 1 p.m. Jamaica College versus Excelsior.
And then Wolmer's versus KC.
And then I see Jamaica College versus Calabar at Belchong Oval.
That's
right, that is correct. But under 16, unless they did make a change.
And then I see on Thursday at St. George's College, I see Kingston College versus Wolmer's Boy and Excelsior versus Wolmer's Boy.
Okay.
The Excelsior versus Wolmer's is correct. I just wanted with the under 14, I was almost 100% sure, but I want to get back to the official. But I'm sure you have the official thing there.
That's what I'm looking at now. The 2023 ISA Burger King under 14, under 16 competition semifinal round urban.
Okay, well, I'll take that. That's a little bit of a different change from what I had earlier this morning. But it doesn't matter. What we'll be looking at Kelvin Brown, but he'll be playing against the only team to have held him scoreless so far this season and actually beat KC, Wolmer's Boys. And Wolmer's Boys consists of a number of young, very, very, exciting young midfielders.
right? Manafort is one that I think a lot of people are going to be talking about for quite some time to come, right? So it's going to be a good matchup. This youngster has scored against almost every team he has played against, except the Wolmer's team, because the coach for the Wolmer's on the 14 team and a bulk of the players for Wolmer's on the 14 are part of his club system. So I think they'll know how to negate him.
They're talking about club system. You have such man that reach out to the boy spirit that he wants him over there in that academy. You know what I mean? And I was
Hello?
like, you hearing me? Hello?
Yeah. Hold on here. Hello?
Yeah, hearing
Man
you.
in?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Are you hearing
No, I'm
us?
hearing somebody else on the line.
Yeah, this is Richie.
Yep.
Richie's on the line. He's in the studio with me.
Yes, man. I'm saying
Okay.
to you that such man want that player over his academy, reaching out to the parents for him to come.
I think other clubs are also interested in as far as I hear.
Yeah, man. But
I know
there's
other
something in
clubs.
there's something in the pipeline for him to go to Europe because they want to take him over to Europe now. So he has a
Okay.
lot of things going forward for him. Even the
I think
same Qatari agents looked at him and wanted him to even come there as well because they look at him as a good prodigy.
hold on, we're talking about the 13-year-old Kelvin Brown as that we were talking about.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But England want him, brother.
Okay.
He's supposed to move to England. Just because he's 13 and the parents doesn't want to let go of their children at 13. Even go ahead.
Richie, hold on now. We could just go into the legalities of the part there after we just finish up here.
Yeah.
Right? I never really want to diverge too far. Okay. So apart from that, after that, the next big match up will be, well, you're telling me it's JC Excelsior. Well, the Jamaica College team and Excelsior, that is going to be a grudge match in more ways than one. Because the Excelsior and Jamaica College team, the core of both teams were the Cavalier under 13 team that went to the semifinals this year. So it should be a match where both set of players know each other quite well. So I'm expecting fireworks in that match. If that is a matchup, and we're going to be looking to see a relative of a reggae boy also going on display, a former legend of St. George's College, Alex Marshall's cousin, I think, should be on display. And he is quite another prodigy in the likes of Kelvin Brown, probably not as fast, but way more skillful, just as big. So I think he right now should be about 2 goals behind Kelvin Brown in the competition right now.
Which school he plays,
okay?
Sir?
Jamaica College.
Okay.
Jamaica College. He's related to Alex Marshall, but he's not there. They weren't able to get him. Jamaica College has a masterful recruiting team, and they were able to convince him to go there. So apart from that, now we're looking at the under 16s. The under 16s matchup should be Wolmer's Excelsior, I think it is, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that one, what I will say, it will be a fair matchup. Both teams are evenly matched. They didn't come through their zones as very strong teams, but I expect them to do well. There is one player from the Wolmer's team who I know I expect a lot from. Name is slipping me right now. I think it's Forbes. I don't want to give you the wrong name, but both teams are fair.
What happened?
Okay, I know that.
What happened to the
Maxwell? What he's asking about what happened to Maxwell?
What happened to?
Maxwell, Jeffrey Maxwell, grandson.
No. I'm not sure of that one, dear. I'm not sure.
He's at Wolmer's. He's a centre back.
Can't say much about him. I know that the Wolmer's team, I have one person on it that I would say is way above average, way above. And I think he's probably going to be invited to probably some future selection to...
Walters?
Walters played Manning Cup and courts last year.
Yeah, that's a person. The Wolmer's
That's the number 9.
Yeah, Walters, yeah. That's a
right,
person.
That's him. Yeah. Okay. But the Excelsior side has a number of, they have a national.
Jaden Walters. That's what Dre said.
Yeah.
Jaden Walters. Yeah.
Right.
Man, very good. Very good player.
The Excelsior team has Marley Williams, who was a part of the Jamaica under-15 team. He is an exciting young player. Small in stature, but he can play at any section of the field, except probably the goal. Right? So I think he's going to lead that team because they recently upset Calabar, which was one of the favorites, for this year.
Can I just say to you? Leader, the goalkeeper for Excelsior is a Garden, Leon Garden, and his bigger brother. That's his son, keeping for Excelsior.
Leon Garden's son?
Not Leon Garden, the other one, the bigger one.
Oh, Leon Garden, bigger brother's son.
Yeah, that used to keep for Camperdown.
Okay.
That's his son keeping for Excelsior.
Oh.
Very good player. So it's a family of goalkeepers coming up, and he's continuing the trade, and he's doing very good.
Interesting. Big up.
I think I saw him the other day. I didn't know that's who he was, but I saw him. He's capable. He's very capable.
Yeah, man. He's very, very, very capable.
The other team now, the Jamaica College and Calabar match, I think should be worthwhile seen because it's between both teams.
Manins?
Yeah, man. I'm hearing you. Go ahead, Richie.
Yes, national invitees, and most of their teams also played in the Manning Cup. Well, more Calabar than Jamaica College, but they have Manning Cup representatives there.
Richie, when you're not talking, you have to mute it because we're getting a feedback.
Yeah, mute it. It confuses me when I hear him, you know?
Okay, all right. I'll mute it.
Yeah, man. So, okay. Yeah, man, that's way better now, man. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be seeing another son of a former reggae boy in Giovanni Taylor, who, in my opinion, is going to be surpassing his father's footsteps easily. You know, so he was one of the top scorers in the recent Kasafa under 15, and he also was one of the top scorers, I think, for the Jamaica under 15 the other day, right? And you also have in the defense, another former Jamaica player's son, you know.
Stuart Foley's son.
Yeah, right. That's Stuart's son, right. Yeah. He is also a former, well, it's former now because the Jamaica under 15 is finished. He was in the Jamaica under 15 program, you know, so we can also look for him. And Jamon Lyle, very exciting player in the mold of Jermaine Hugh. A lot of people like his style. Smooth, silky, you know, not big stature, but he is a pass in general, you know, in the midfield. And on the Calabar team, we are seeing probably two of the most exciting young wingers now in schoolboy football. They played in the Manning Cup from last year, right? Both of them were starters at 14 years old, and this year at 15. Unfortunately, only one played in the Manning Cup. The other one wasn't able to. But Deshaun Jakes, who played in the Jamaica under 15, and
what about Damian Benjamin's son? He doesn't play for the Calabar team. He's the one.
Yes, he does.
He's the one who came up with the thing that whatever, and then he says,
"Hey, referee,
Calabar." Oh, hey, referee, Calabar 2.
Okay. Yeah, man. No, man. He has been big on TikTok, and that's our thing. He is a part of the team also. But the Calabar team that is there, most people say that talent-wise, only Jamaica College matches them on the field. So the coach is quite confident. He has rested players. When both teams played first, he actually rested most of his starting lineup and brought them on the field later on. I think it's something that you normally see a Lieber Salliman doing. I can't say I agree with it, but when the Jamaica College team took an early lead at the latter part of the game, when they started to wilter, Calabar was coming right back up, but they lost the game. I think the coach, underestimated or didn't, take into, factors or other things. But as I said, once everybody in that Calabar team is 100%, it's going to be the finals before the finals, easily. Anybody that wins that match, I expect to win the Urban under 16 finals. The under 14, it can go either way. Any team, any one of the 4 teams, I think, any one of the 4 teams on the day can probably win. Any one of the 4. So I don't think there are any clear favorites when it comes to the under 14. Because Wolmer's, their midfield is one of the better ones that you'll see now. Jamaica College has one of the better attackers. He's coming from behind like a number 10 role, right, in Tevin Savage. You have him there. And Excelsior has, I think, the best centre half right now that can easily compete against other players 2 years above his age group. And then now there's KC with Kelvin Brown. What can we say about him? He is the next Richard Al Henry, the next Whisper. So that's just my basic take.
All right, so let me give you some stuff. I'm a little bit disappointed in St. George's because I think they are one of the very good midfielders in their U14 team. That Jawa is a former Tottenham Hotspur Academy player who had an excellent prep school season. I think this is his second season at St. George's. They started out well, but they petered out at the latter stages of the competition. Don't know why, but he's one to look out for. His name is Jawa. Check him out. He's a Rastafarian. Very, very, very technical and tactical player. Like I said, he spent several years in the Tottenham Hotspurs Academy before he moved to Jamaica. But Jason Guna is saying Jakes and Stewart were training with the U15. They didn't go to the tournament. I think Stewart went to the tournament, I'm not sure about Jake. But
both of Jake scored in the finals of the tournament. Don't ask me that one. He was training with the Cavalier Premier League team. He was there. He set up Fabian Taylor's Giovanni Taylor. He was there, very much there.
I am sure. I'm almost certain that thing there was there, though.
The reason why he didn't go initially were other reasons not related to football. So I'm just saying because he was easily a starter. And at the latter part of the competition, he was a starter in the under 15. He's really talented.
All right. So let me give you some info now on the rural side. This is when money is going to gloat. All right. So I'm going to give you some facts on this. So the Manning School, the 1738, their Manning School, the ancient light of learning. So let me give you this, right? So Clarendon College will take on Stets. These games are scheduled for Friday the 8th. And Central will face Manchester. That is so under 16 Clarendon Stets, and it will be Mannings versus BB Cook. All right. So Clarendon versus Stets, Mannings versus BB Cook. All right. In the under 14, it is Central versus Manchester and Rossies versus Mannings. The both games that Mannings are playing, they will be playing very close to home at Landilo Sports Complex, while the Clarendon College next game in under 16 and the Central Manchester game under 14 will be played at Glenmuir. Now, if you remember, this Mannings team actually won under 14. This said Mannings team won under 14. They went into the All Island and they met up on the Fabian Taylor JC under 14 team and lost there. All right. So the said team went on and played in the parish competition. When recently they had the parish thing going on. I think it was a JFF competition leader. I think is the JFF competition that same Mannings team played in it. They also played, I think, in a competition they had out there in Westmoreland that they played. It is the said team that played in under 16 team that played most of the games together in the DaCosta Cup with like 3 players. So they had a very young team. So this is the under 16 team. So a lot is expected of them. They have not lost a game in under 16. So it is expected that they could face Stets, because this Stets under 14 team, this Stets team is some of the same players that went to the All-Ireland final against, I think, Campion College. And so it will be a good game with Stets and Clarendon. So that is how the rural era competition look. Their semifinals are scheduled for Friday, and the finals will be next week, Tuesday. All right, so that is how it is on the rural side. That is how it is on the urban side. You'll be seeing a couple of players. A few of these players are very disgruntled because they believe they should have been in the under 15 team that went away. That for whatever reason they weren't selected. So they believe they were in the camps. They never made it. So a lot of them think they have a lot to prove heading into these under 16 finals. So it should be some good games, and we will at the end of them bring you the score lines and the highlights. All right. Yeah.
Manins, what I noticed, I noticed a trend here that it's basically what? 2 teams that are represented across the board in the various finals, Jamaica College and Manning.
Yeah, because they were the 2 teams that actually, and basically the same set of players. So that's good for the schools. It means that they have a progression of their teams.
Let me tell you one of the reasons why that is there also. Why that is there also is that we're now seeing that teams now that come together at under 14 are generally going to stay the same going all the way up to Manning Cup, the Costa Cup, because of the new quota rule where you really can't change your under 13 team much between that time and Manning Cup anymore. You can only basically bring in, say, 3 people. Likewise, even the under 16 is basically the same thing because the under 14 now will generally go straight up to 16 and then up to Manning or the Costa. So the quota rule is in effect taking a toll, and I think that's what's happened to certain schools like St. George's College, where it is affecting them, and a lot of those other schools, even with a Kingston College in the Colts under 16, it affected them also. So they have a section of their team about a 2-year gap that is very, very weak because of that new rule that a lot of people have not jumped and taken advantage of. So to make sure that they bring in someone to give, chances to the young players from age 13, 14, instead of waiting until they are 17.
Yeah. All right. Someone asking, hey Mannings, where is Pele Wilson's son playing now? Is he in the JPL? Isn't he in Belgium?
He's abroad. He's with thing there. Buck trying to carry him up, man. Richard Rice is supposed to can't answer that.
I think he's in Belgium. I could be wrong.
Last thing I heard, he went to the same club there. At Butler, some linkage with.
You're muted, Richie. If you're trying to speak, you're muted. Richie.
Richie, not.
Well, let me see. Hold on, leader. I'm not hearing him. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead now.
Yes. He's there, Pele Wilson, Kevin Wilson. It's easy. You can Google it. He hasn't played a game up to today. He is there, and the team is rock bottom at the league, so it's not a lot going on there. I even see Xander Bignell here, who's supposed to be signed with that team. He's here now in Jamaica, so I don't know what's going on.
I think there were about 4 or 5 of them, I think, were signed to that team. That's what I think I heard.
10 of them was signed to that team.
Well, when I went and Googled it, it's not Tennessee officially named on the website. I think I don't know if it's 4 or as much as 6.
It's 10. One of them has one of the players them who doesn't have a squad number. He's from St. Vincent. He was a player that JC brought, and then he switched and went to Mona. He's now in this.
Okay.
So he doesn't have a Jamaican thing beside his name. You will see a St. Vincent. So he's one.
Okay, no, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It's exposure. It's exposure.
Yeah, exposure. But the 10 players are average about 62 minutes in total.
In all? In total?
In total.
62 minutes?
Yes, sir.
62 or 50? No, hold on. In all? No, man, I have to
10
check
players.
that.
You can Google
What
it now.
division is this again?
No, hold on, Richie. What I mean that each of them has played up to 62 minutes in
No,
total.
sir. Collectively, all of the 10 of them has played 62 minutes.
But, well, I think it would have been probably better for these guys to have played
JPL.
or something with a JPL. Because that's not going to help them.
No,
that's not going to help them at all.
No, Richie, not that we don't believe it, but we have to check that. So you're saying that 6 minutes, 6 minutes and 2 seconds is what they have. No, we believe.
Just click on it now, no? Just click on it while we're talking.
Somebody check on that for me there. 62 minutes in total, which is 6 minutes and a few seconds.
Yeah, only one player. I mean, Mr. Bignell had 2 minutes, 1 yellow card in his feature. Only one player had scored a goal so far is Michael Graham. He's the only one that had scored. Everybody has no goal or nothing.
What level is this? What level is it, by the way? Is it third division?
Yes.
And they are rock bottom and these guys can't get the playing time?
No.
But hold on, I think they're the third division, they're not demoted. There's no...
No demotion.
So, and they can't get a run? No, sir. No, man, something not right there, man.
Well, I guess the man same get 10 players contract. So let's see.
Yeah, but are all 10 listed on the website? That's the thing, you know.
They are listed.
If they're not officially...
Click on the club, Google the club, click on the club, and you click on the players, and you will see the listing of players. You see who scored what or whatever.
No, I know. I did check it at one stage, and I saw about 4 or 5. I didn't know it was actually reached 10.
How many games have been? Is it that they haven't played a lot of games? How many games have been played?
I think about 18.
No, sir.
And they have been there since the start with all 18 games, or they went mid-season. I know.
They went at the start.
No, it just sounds like unreal. I just want to make sure. Bell. Let me just check it.
You can put in any other name and then it will come up, man, and then you just go. But yeah, they were there from before the league started. I remember, I did check. But that sounds away now. Oh. But what is disturbing for me is that if it's a developmental thing, basically, and they're not getting it.
They are 17th in the league, and they have played 15 games. And there are 18 teams. They're on 27. Yeah, am I right? And they are on 13 points. They have won 3 games. Drawn 4 and lost 8. We have Brian. Let me add Brian. What's Brian? Leader.
Check out. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Cavaliers game this evening before you go?
Well, Cavaliers know what they have to do. That's all I can say. Once they do score the goals, I don't think they'll have a problem. And I think they are very capable. I think one of the things that was hindering some of the players, even in the JPL the other day, is that they have this in the back of their mind, that this is where they're really planning on. So, and I think that is, after this, I think there'll be a weight lifted off the youngsters' shoulders, because either way, they have qualified already, you know. It's just for what part of the pool they are going to be in redraw, right? So that's the only thing they're playing for now. But they have both teams have already qualified. So it's basically for the money plus the side of the draw that they're playing for.
Okay. All right. Jason Guna is saying there are 9 listed on transfer market, which is 9 of the players.
9
And
is
then,
Jamaican flag. 1 has a St. Vincent flag.
okay. And then he says, somebody else says that 15 games played, they were there from game 6, not the start. And then someone said like the paperwork, something was happening with their paperwork, so they could not have played as well.
Are you sure? I think that's all of them, you know. Some of them were there from game 1. I remember the league start.
So
Some
this
of
person
them,
said
So let me
they
just
didn't get their
butt in on
paperwork
that.
till like game 6, so they couldn't play.
The paper didn't come through for them because I think the youth Reed was at Chapel Maroon.
Yes.
So he had to get his transfer, and the rest of them were with other clubs.
Okay. All right. We have Brian who has joined the show. Brian, good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. You arrive, leader disappears. Have no fear.
Yo, Richie, big up. Yeah, leader. Yeah, man. Leader the boss, man. Worry about it. You know what I'm doing.
I'll send you some information there, man, and read it. Kevin will that you asked about.
Yeah. I see Jason Guna saying that Whitfield started a recent match and played 74 minutes. So he's saying that so the minutes thing not right. Because one of the players' name is Whitfield.
Yes, that one Whitfield.
Yeah, so he said that he played recently in a game.
But this what I'm looking at is what is out there. So if you just play a game today, it's not
It
going
will
to come
not be.
out. Right. So you won't see it as yet.
Yeah, but man, I'm gonna find a little bit intriguing though is that one of the coaches at the team, is a Phoenix person,
Okay.
So I'm not sure why they would not have been getting more playing time. But then again, too.
So there's a Phoenix player who have the requisite license to coach in Europe and is a coach at the club.
But I don't know if I'm the license, but I know that what's his name again?
Ricardo.
Well, that's last name again.
Martin.
Ricardo Martin. I think there's something that says he's the assistant. I don't know if I'm the license, but he's a part of the coaching staff here, to be honest, based on what I understand. Yeah. That's kind of strange though, but I think there was a point too when I was listening to Craig and he was saying that even though they have some stake in the club, he was saying that they went there and they saw players there before. So it's not like it's gonna be like a wholesale change out where you take out those players and just put in Phoenix players. So he was saying that there's a way that he's going to try and kind of phase them in and still keep the players at the club that have the quality. So I think that's what he said at some point.
Yeah. Richie, I mute you when you're not speaking because there's a feedback and then Brian have Hurricane Gilbert in the background, so it don't make for good audio. So when you guys not speaking, you're muted. Well, really, actually, I don't. So Richie, they're saying that you need to check up on the minutes thing because it's a Graham played 6 matches and 2 of them are 90 minutes game. So just check the time thing because I don't want people get the impression that they're trying to put out negative narrative. You understand me? Let me just unmute you so you can go ahead, right? So just check with the minutes thing. Yeah, here, Richie? Oh, Richie's not here. Yeah, man. Yeah, Brian. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, man, I'm here, Mannings. I'm here.
All right. Who is on the panel, Mannings? Brian Mighty. Right. I'm saying when you go on transfer market and you click on these players' name, you can see the results and you can see the time in what they are putting there. So unless transfer market is wrong, because it is there.
No, but Richie, I think to be honest, I think to be fair, transfer market is not necessarily the
Reliable.
most accurate place to get information about like game time. Yeah, I think SofaScore is more accurate or them other platforms. But transfer market, yeah, it's not necessarily the most ideal place to get
I
information,
get what you're saying, yeah.
especially about game time and minutes.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But even when I clicked on, say, the goalkeeper name, I seen him conceded 27 goals, 2 clean sheet. It is, other than the Jamaican players, you click on the goalkeeper, it is correct.
Yeah, me not dispute that. No, just a say. Some
Yeah.
have found that transfer market is. Hold on there. Jason Guna says very accurate. Oh, okay. Well, me now man look on transfer market a lot to find out statistics about players like game time and stuff. Usually, if you look at transfer market, it's like after a while when them update it. But usually me try use like SofaScore and one of them other platform there.
So
But
Jason Guna said transfer market is accurate. I mean, I figure it is accurate because, as I said, I look on other players to see if the time, the bookings and goal scoring will reflect that as well.
But somebody saying that reading the center. All right, listen, I can't.
51 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see this. Whitfield.
So Mannings wasn't Reed playing for Chapel Maroons in the Premier League?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think he played.
Yeah, man, he was on the team. So Mannings, this is transfer market time, man, right? And it give me the player's name. I don't know where we were going wrong or what. But it giving me a wrong reading because I don't see that 300 and odd minutes. I don't see it.
Okay. All right.
I'm on it now. And it shows that Dama Whitfield have 6 appearances, 1 yellow card, 0 goal. Starting 11, 27%. Minutes, 26%. Goal participation, 0%. So them are giving different readings. I'm not saying that what Jason said is not correct, but they are giving us different readings. You can have a look at that, management.
Okay. Oh, they say I should click click detail performance data.
Data, okay.
And maybe that will give you a different reading. Because what you're looking at really is a different match days, not all the games. I think that is probably what is happening. You understand me, Brian?
Yeah.
You're probably looking at one game instead of all the games because that says match day 16.
You're right. So that is one game that he had averaged that points. That's what you're saying.
Right, and not overall because it says it's very specific. It says match day 16, which is just that particular match day.
That game.
Yeah.
Correct. Understand.
Yeah. So the stats is for a particular game, not for the entire.
Not the whole of the team's game. In other words.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It says because I said first 16 Saturday the Saturday 12/09/2023 2:30 p.m. So I think that may be it. Yeah. All right. Brian, anything else? I know you wanted to come on earlier because you were talking some things about the coaching stuff and things like that as well, and that they need to revisit the certification, and that the time period was probably too long. That was one thing. The other thing you were talking about.
Oh no, I saw Mr. Speedo saying that them going to adapt a new system or a new framework and
They have to do continuous education for 3 years. But I'm just saying, by and large, I think when coaches are certified or given, well, I think what I misunderstood is he's saying that they're getting a diploma here in Jamaica, but in Europe, he's saying they get a license. So I understand the difference now, but whether it is a diploma or a license that they give in Jamaica, I think there needs to be a system where possibly you can go on and like there needs to be some reevaluation after a certain period of time, for want of a better term, because sometimes you have persons that go to the courses and them get them certification and stuff, but there is I don't know if there's any way to measure what they are doing, and I don't mean by their performance on the pitch, but I think there must be some sort of reevaluation of them or whatever it is. So I don't think you should just get a license in 2020 and then even in 2035 you're still coaching on the basis of that same license, because by that time, the game would have
Evolve.
evolved and other things would have changed and stuff like that. So yeah, I agree about the continuous education part.
My question, man, is 351 minutes is how much time in our real football?
351 minutes, that's a 3 full games and more.
Okay.
3 9 27. You could say 4 full games.
Yeah, I say 4.
Yeah. Game start and we have an interview coming up later. The interview with Corey Burke. So many people told me last night that I was trending and shoot. So let me say to Pete, you have to, if you don't listen, let me just mute these things because I'm going to end the show with this. You see, what happened is that oftentimes we interpret things by our emotion, and it is unfortunate that many times people consider themselves to be intelligent, wise, and smart. Let their emotion lead the pathway to them deciphering information. So let me explain to you. Very, very simple. In a press conference, very simple. Someone said, I have used my investigatory skills and I have evidence that one Mr. Omar Stennett's signature was forged. Fraud. This is fraudulent, corrupt, and illegal. And yet people interpret that to say Mannings is dishonest and lie and corrupt. Now, let me help you by giving you a simple example. Just last week, I do work with some financial institutions and engage them. Persons would have found that persons within those institutions would have fraudulently signed documents to take funds that were not there. So here is the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. The people who found it, they reported it to the police. They didn't talk to the customers or the clients. They went to the police. In an effort to stem corruption, if 2 persons sit on any board, go and read the Constitution. In the written Constitution that you, sir, wrote, in your Constitution that you sat down with FIFA and with CONCACAF, you, sir, signed on it. In your Constitution, it said if you, sir, found out that one of your board members is doing illegal, you are bound by your Constitution, sir, to report it to the police so that they can be arrested and be imprisoned. I challenge you on that matter. As it relates to my reputation, no person, no individual controls what happens with a man's character. Smart people understand that there's a difference with your character and your reputation. Your reputation is what people think about you. While that may bear some relevance, the most important thing is what you think about you, your character. So let me say this to you. No matter what you say or they say, it affects my character in no way, shape, or form. However, it is possible that there is now an ongoing, you'd have seen a couple of persons recently on social media who are hit with defamation cases. So, defamation cases can be brought if necessary and will be brought where necessary because you can choose to do that. But my reputation wasn't built on this platform, neither was my character. And you who sit behind your computer and type, while I appreciate you watching my platform and subscribing to my platform and your support and you enjoy yourself, you very simple, very simple. In as much as I respect you all, who I am is not shaped or defined by you. That's simply it, you know. So if you believe, because here's what I know. Here's what I know. I don't listen to people who are thieves and corrupt. So I would say to you, why would you listen to management if you consider him a thief and he's corrupt and he's a wicked and he's a liar? You don't listen to people like that. I want you to understand that. So let me get that to you straight and plain. I say this over and over. My defense is not in the hand of no man. No man. And you hear me say this? The truth is like a lion. Set it free and it will defend itself. And in the end, truth always wins out. So don't believe, while you can probably pour your gasoline on some persons so they can blaze a little brighter, so that you can have your fun and your laughter, my platform will not facilitate that. I'm not your little clown in a circus that you can come here and try to get me to be what you want me to be, to say what you want me to say, because this is social media and it's about fun and games. We use wisdom, and there's a time and a place for everything. You're intelligent enough. I will play the fool, you know. But here's what you know, that management won't be played by a fool. Let me say it again. I will play the fool, but I won't be played by a fool. Don't sit. So sit down and think. At 13. Oh, Rudyard Gardner, let me just say this. Rudyard Gardner said this earlier. If I know Miss Monroe at Manning School, yeah, man, she was my English teacher. Big up Miss Monroe and her 2 daughters. Let me say this again. At 13, Marshall, you know, Dirk, all of these guys know. Here's what I'm telling you. Here's what I'm telling you. I play chess. And chess teaches you this, right? Even in 4-move checkmate, when you move that pawn, double spaces on your first move to E8, you already have plans to move your knight and to bishop. And if the 4-move checkmate, they call that opening the king's gambit. And when you move that, you still have your queen as a backup for the defense and your second knight. It means that your first move is calculated by your next 3 moves for the 4-move checkmate. And if that is defended, you already have 2 additional moves. Move it to 6 and to 8 and to 12. You're always ahead of it. It's a madman. You remember I told you about the 2 animals that went to the judge? And the judge said, listen, I'm going to give you more time in prison because you should know better. Only fools argue with fools. Let me say it again. Only fools argue with fools. And here's what I tell people. You see what is being done to me? I always tell people, if they do it to me, they will do it to you. Every time. And in the portfolio that I operate, as a church leader, as an operator for business, on many boards, watch this. Here is what we do. Every time you come to me and start discussing somebody else, you're teaching me more about you than the person you're talking to me about. So you see, when you come to me, when I am on here, when I'm on my channel, you see how I speak about people is a clear reflection of my heart, not people. So when you hear management speak about others, how he treat people by his words, how people treat people by what they say, is a reflection of their own heart. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. When we choose to do the expedient thing instead of the right thing, so are we. Because your words are not far from your heart. And in your conduct, in how you speak about people, you are being revealed. Your life is being revealed. Your family is being revealed. But you think you're winning a big victory. But really what you're doing, you're teaching people who you are. The lessons I've learned about people is not what people tell me about them. I learn about the people. So let me break it down for you. If I'm sitting with a lady and she start telling me, don't talk to my friend is this, my friend is that, my friend is this, and you call them your friend, it teaches me that you're not a friend to be trusted. You're not a friend who is loyal. You're not a friend who thinks highly of your own friend. Because you don't know that I'm your friend's enemy, but yet you expose your friend who you have known. Because what you share about people is more a revelation about you than it is about the person you're sharing. I leave you with those words of wisdom. Remember, we're playing chess. We start out with the king's gambit. We haven't even castled yet. We started out with a 4-move checkmate, but the defense has been good. But don't worry, Because after the first 3 moves, there's already a planned 8 move. First move, pawn, e8, the king's gambit. I am Manningsman. This is I Am Sure Sports. And as usual, when it comes to this point of the show, we say we are over and we are O-U-T out of here.
Yo, watch your bad dog. SK New Air this. The body out there. Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Base, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.